Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to Wags and Wheels Daily Life Show today. That's what this podcast is about. So, the daily life, trials and tribulations of owning a wheelie dog. So, with Skylar, I'm going to just tell you what Skylar's daily routine is, and my routine, obviously, because I have to do it. So, let's start at the beginning. There she is, had a lovely sleep, and around about 7 o'clock, she's awake and she wants to go for a little walkabout. That's usually just up and down the hall at first. She hangs on until I've had my first cup of coffee, so because I've got to wake up too. So she goes up and down. I give her a little treat, yeah, first thing in the morning. And next job, I'll have a quick slurp of my coffee and then I'm over to her bed. So obviously, Skylar is incontinent, and we don't like diapers. We've never used diapers. She normally only goes from one bed to another. She's got two beds, sometimes three. So when she soils the one on the puppy pads, she'll just pop over to another one. She never goes off and does it on the floor. She just stays with her beds and her puppy pads. She's a great dog. So that's that bit. So I pop in here, gather it all up in the puppy pad and go and put it in the puppy pad bin. Got a separate bin, obviously, for the puppy pads. I don't put it in with our ordinary rubbish. And that's that little bit. Another quick go of my coffee. And then she's into her wheelchair and out for a walk. Always go out early. Obviously, we've had some quite nice weather the last couple of days. We've got sun. Skylar loves the sun. If there's any drizzle, any bit of rain, this dog won't go. She just refuses. She doesn't like it. So we've had some nice weather and we go out. So I put her into a wheelchair, as you know, wheelie mums, you'll all know this. Pop her in. She's got a double amputee sling, so we just sit her onto that. You've probably seen my other videos where we sort of developed the double amputee sling and she looks cosy as anything in it. So off we go. That's her first walk. Then that does two things. One, strengthens her front legs and gets her exercise. Two, it works for Skylar because when we come back, 9 times out of 10, I'll take her out of a wheelchair and express her bladder because we do have to do that. She does leak, but it's not a proper, go. So if you've got an incontinent double amputee dog, you'll know what I'm talking about. So express her bladder, that sorts her out for an hour or two. We come in, she'll go straight to her bed then because we've had a bit of a walk. It's not a long walk of the day. It's just a quick walk in the morning. Then, when she's had a little nap, I'll take her in the shower, give her a shower, obviously with dog shampoo and dog conditioner. That's a major to use because it makes a coat so lovely. And she'll have a shower, which she quite likes actually. Sits there, doesn't move. She's great. She's no trouble at all. And then we come out of there wrapped in a towel. I'll sit her up on my lap on the settee, clean her off, dry her off, and she's good as new. And then she'll have a little bit to eat. We use IAMs, and she loves them. She just has biscuit in the morning, only a few. So she'll crunch her way through that, back into the bed for another little nap because she's had the shower. That tires her out. What do we do then? I'll have some fun with her, play a little game. Um, and she sort of sleeps, really. Then, I'll tell you what she does like. She loves the television. So I'll put the telly on for her, put some dog music on, nice relaxing meditation for her, and me actually. And we'll sit there, have a little nap together. And then it's lunchtime. She's had a little jump at the IAMs. Um, we also, for a food, we use nature diet. And people think, oh, that I bet that's dear. Well, it's not. It's not dear. It works out probably she costs about £1.50 a day, and then you got the IAMs, so we'll call it a couple of pound a day. So probably say £15 a week for her food. Then of course you've got the dog shampoos and the conditioner and all of that business. As you know, you have to keep them really clean. If she has any problems around at the back end, Vaseline is fantastic. We use Vaseline. And a friend of ours, Jane, who comes on my podcast, has sent us some lovely cream that she used with her dog, Caramel. And she had a bit of a sore. And in 24 hours, it had cleared up. Yeah. So it was a herbal remedy, not medicinal, not like what you get from the vet. But it worked wonders for her anyway. She's actually sent us a tube. So where are we now? Probably around 4 o'clock. Um, Also, we've got a little area out the front with a gate on it of trellis. So if the sun's out, she'll go out there, sit on the astroturf that's sitting on the covering the slabs, because you don't want them getting any abrasions if you can help it. So we've got astroturf on the slabs, and she'll go and sit out there for an hour and take in the sun. She can't go anywhere. We have got a lead, pegs in the ground, but she can't get out of this little area and sit out there. I'll sit out there and have another coffee, and we're heading towards tea time. She'll have another walk about 4, locally. Every other day, we'll pop her in the car and go off to the park that she really, really loves. She loves going round the park. So we'll let her go on the flat area. There's a cricket ground in our park, and it's dead flat. So off she goes on that. We have to run to keep up with her if she spots a squirrel. And she just has fun. People who say they can't have a great life, a rewarding life, it's just rubbish. This dog has the most lovely life. She's loved and she's just coddled. But it's all right. I'm just looking down at her because she's listening to this. She's very, very intelligent. Aren't you, Skylar? Yeah. If I had a chair next to me, I could sit her next to me. But at the moment, I haven't got anything suitable. So that's it then. She goes for another walk. The park one is fantastic, but if we go through the woods or mud, obviously when you come back, you got to shower again. Any problems, as I say, in the back end, always we use Vaseline first. We've tried all the expensive creams, and the Vaseline works a treat. So if she's a little bit bunged up, and she can pass motion on her own as well, but if it doesn't come naturally, so to speak, what we do, we use some Vaseline and we just gently put a little bit of pressure just at the back end of her, and within minutes she's free of it. So she'll pass a motion. So it's not hard thing to do. What you must remember when you take on a special needs dog who needs mobility aids, who needs a wheelchair, always double think about what you're doing. You have to be physically fit so that you can lift the dog into the wheelchair and take them for the walks they need. So remember that. Remember the mental health of yourself and the dog, because if you don't think you're going to cope with that, then don't do it. If you can do it, it's a wonderful thing to do, because these are the dogs that don't get picked. Obviously, people prefer an able-bodied dog, but if you're the type of people like us, we went for the dog who's the one that doesn't get the home. They don't get the forever home, and luckily she's got it. But there's a few people out there who will take on these dogs. Just make sure, as I said, that you're physically fit. You don't want to take on one of these dogs and they get comfortable in their home, and then you have a problem. If you know you've got an existing one, double think about it. Anyway, she's happy, she's content, she's fit and healthy, and just because her two back legs are missing, it makes no difference to Skylar. Skylar will bob round the house on her two front legs, which she chooses to do. She's actually taught herself to balance as well. Her back end doesn't go along the floor. She walks on her two front legs whilst holding up herself. She never ceases to amaze me. She really doesn't. So that's a quick podcast for today. Just talking about daily things that we do. And I'm sure if you're wheelie mums, you'll know all about it. But keep tuning in, because as each day goes by, we pick up different bits and pieces and tips that we find ourselves or people send in to us. Because we do have a lot of comments, and some of them are really helpful. So don't forget to tune in. Thank you so much for viewing. It's fantastic. Because everything you do, every time you view, every time you share, it helps dogs. So don't forget, thumbs up, like, share, and smash that subscribe button for us, will you? And thank you once again for tuning into our videos. See you soon. Bye for now.